Hi everyone, welcome to Chandan Logics. You all know that students who are preparing for bank, SSC, railway, police, defense, CSAT and other competitive exams are very familiar about Chandan Logics. Why the reason is, Chandan Logics have trained lakhs of students, and out of those lakhs of students, already thousands of students secured government jobs in various sectors. Now, how this is possible to us? This is possible to us only because of our expert faculty team and our exclusive designed curriculum for examination. If you observe our expert faculty team, each and every faculty is having vast experience and they're having in-depth subject knowledge based on the present examination pattern, and they have trained lakhs of students. And coming to our curriculum, we have designed our curriculum in such a way that our video lectures are completely digital interactive video lectures where we are going to teach each and every subject in depth, complete concept oriented teaching and complete time saving techniques based on the recent examinations. And we are going to conduct mock examinations also. These mock examinations are exclusively based on the real time experience of what actual examination is going to happen. And we are going to provide you complete concept oriented PDF materials also. If you are a serious aspirant and looking for the right platform to achieve your dream job, download Chandan Logics app. Let us discuss the next pattern of questions. The next pattern of questions, whatever we are going to discuss now, even these type of questions are very important, and these type of questions comes in examination frequently, and these are very simple as well. So what I will do is, first I will explain you the concept with a simple example. Once after completion of concept, then we are going to solve questions based upon this. Okay? And what all you guys need to do is listen the concept carefully. Once if the concept is clear, then solving questions will be very simple. Is it clear? Now in this model, how questions will be is, A is to the north of B, B is to the south of C, C is to the west of D, D is to the east of F, F is to the south of G. So question goes on in this way, and they will ask us A is in which direction with respect to C, or C is in which direction with respect to F, or F is in which direction with respect to A. Questions will be in this way. So these type of questions also comes in examination. These are very simple, but you need to have basic idea about directions. Which is east direction, which is south direction, which is north direction, which is west direction. You need to have basic idea. Once if you have basic idea about directions, then solving these type of questions will be very easy. Okay? Now I am going to explain the concept with a simple example. Observe here carefully. Okay? Now let us example A is to the north of B. A is to the north of B. Okay? Let us say this is B. If this is B, I said A is to the north of B. Now if you observe, north of B is same as our north only, east of B is same as our east only, south of B is same as our south only, west of B is same as our west only. Okay, don't get confused. Simple statement, A is to the north of B. So this is B. You know north is nothing but towards up. Yes or no? North is nothing but towards up. As north is nothing but towards up, so we can say this is A. A is to the north of B. Is that clear? Next, A is to the west of C. A is to the west of C. So A is going to be to the west. A is to the west of C. So if this is C, A is going to be towards west of C. Okay. Now observe here, whenever you are dealing with these type of questions, if distance is not mentioned, now we are going to take the distance as constant distance, that is 2 meter, 2 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter, 10 meter, 10 meter. If distance is not mentioned, you are going to take constant distance between 2 points. Okay, every 2 points you are going to maintain the constant distance. Here I am not mentioning distance, that is the reason I am maintaining constant distance between every 2 points. Okay, next, if you observe, E is to the west of B. E is to the west of B. Now this is B. You know west is nothing but in this way. Yes or no? E is to the west of B. So E is to the west of B. Okay. Next, D is to the south of C. D is to the south of C. This is C, south of C. South is nothing but towards down. Yes or no? South is nothing but towards down. So D is to the south of C. D is to the south of C. Is that clear? Next if you observe, F is to the south of E. F is to the south of E. This is E. For E is south. South means towards down. F is to the south of E. F is to the south of E. Okay. Next. H is to the northeast of D. H is to the northeast of D. Now observe carefully. For D, this is north. This is east. When I say northeast, northeast is going to be in this way. Yes or no? So H is to the northeast of D. Is that clear? Very, very simple. Whenever you are trying to solve this type of question, for every point, this will be north, this will be south, this will be east, this will be west. Every point, whatever the point it may be. For every point, top will be north, down will be south, right hand side will be east, left hand side will be west. Even here also, if I observe for D, top is nothing but north, right hand side is nothing but east. So between north and east, now this is nothing but northeast. Yes or no? So H is to the northeast of D. Is that clear? Now let us say example. Using this representation, I am going to ask you some questions. Now you say the answer. Okay? Using this representation. Now observe here, before asking the questions, I need to say you some important terminology. Now this terminology is very important whenever you are trying to solve these type of questions. Okay? Observe here. If I ask you a question, in which direction is B? In which direction is B with respect to C? In which direction is B with respect to C? So question can be in this way, or else question can be in this way also. In which direction is B? In which direction is B from C? In which direction is B from C? So question can be in this way also. In which direction is B from C? Or sometimes question can be in this way also. In which direction of C is B? So question can be in this way also. Okay. Now if you observe, in examination we can expect these three formats. Question will be in which direction is B with respect to C, or in which direction is B from C, or in which direction of C is B. Now if you observe, in all these three, meaning is same. Actual meaning of these three statements is same meaning, but way of asking the question is different. But if you observe the meaning is same here, but way of asking the question is going to be different. Okay. When I look at the first one, in which direction is B with respect to C means, I need to look from C. When I look from C, B is going to be in which direction? Yes or no? This is the meaning. It's clearly mentioned with respect to C. With respect to C means C is my reference. Taking C as my reference, B is going to be in which direction? That is the meaning of the statement. Let's look at the next one. In which direction is B from C? From C means C is going to be my reference. Taking C as reference, B is going to be in which direction? This is the actual meaning. Yes or no? Next one. In which direction of C? Of C means you are supposed to look from C. Again, many of the students get confused in this statement. Don't get confused. If you are getting confused, remember in this way. Whatever is going to come after of, that is going to be your reference. In which direction of C? Of C means from C if I observe. B is going to be in which direction? Is that clear? Now all these three meanings are same. Now in this statement is very important. Many of the students get confused here. That is the reason, simply remember whatever that is going to come after of, whatever that is going to come after of, that is going to be your reference. Okay. So with respect to C, if you observe, B is going to be in which direction? Is it clear? So these are very important. Terminology is going to be very, very important. Now let us look at this. Now my question is, in which direction is B with respect to C? Yes or no? Which means I am supposed to look from C. When I look from C, B is in which direction? Yes, this is my question. Yes or no? If I look from C, B is going to be in which direction? Now observe here carefully. When I am looking from C, for C, this is going to be south. Yes or no? For C, this is south. Yes. And for C, this is going to be west. This is south, this is west. So direction between south, west. Now this is nothing but southwest direction. Yes or no? So we can say answer is going to be southwest direction. So in which direction is B with respect to C means answer is going to be southwest. Is it clear? Very, very, very simple and very important. Why means, if you know representing the diagram and if you does not know how to look at them or how to compare them, then what is the use of that? That is the reason representing the diagram is important and comparison is also very important. Once if you know both of this, only then you can solve these type of questions. Okay. Let us look at one more question. If I ask you, in which direction is A? In which direction is A with respect to E? In which direction is A with respect to E? With respect to E means I need to look from E. If I look from E, A is in which direction? Yes or no? This is my question. Now observe here, for E, this is going to be north. Yes, this is going to be east. If this is north, this is east. Now this direction is between northeast. Yes or no? So we can say answer is going to be northeast direction. So in which direction is A with respect to E means A is in the northeast direction of E. Is it clear? Very, 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 very important. Very simple also. Now if I ask you the question, in which direction is F? In which direction is F? From B. From B. When I say from B, you need to look from B. When you look from B, F is in which direction? Now look here. What is this direction? Now this direction is going to be what? Now if you observe, this is going to be south. Yes. This is going to be west. Now between south, west. So we can say this is going to be southwest direction. Is that clear? Very, 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 very important. Once if you know how to compare them and how to look at them, then obviously solving this type of questions will be very, very, very simple. Is it clear? Very important concept. From this concept, you get questions frequently in examinations. Now let us solve questions based upon this. Let us look at the question. Okay. Very, very important. Just it's a matter of understanding the question. Once if you are able to understand the question, then solving these type of questions will be very simple. Look at the question. Village Q is situated to the north of village P. Village R is situated to the east of village Q. Village S is to the west of village P. What is the position of village? Just a minute. What is the position of village? So we are supposed to know what is the position of village S with respect to village R. Okay, observe here carefully. Just represent. Now if you observe, village Q is situated to the north of village P. Yes or no? Village Q situated to the north of village P. This is village P. For village P north is village Q. Village Q is situated to the north of village P. Next, village R is situated to the east of village Q. East of village Q. This is Q. For village Q east, village Q east is village R. Village R is situated to the east of village Q. Village S is to the west of village P. Now this is village P. For village P west is nothing but S. S is to the west of village P. Now what is our question? Our question is to know what is the position of village S? What is the position of village S with respect to R? With respect to R, which means if I look from village R, village S is in which direction? I need to know this direction, yes or no? Now observe carefully. When I am looking from R, for R this is going to be south, yes or no? For R this is going to be west. Now if you observe, this is between south west, so we can say answer is going to be southwest direction. Yes, so answer for this question is going to be southwest, which is option 2. Is it clear? Very easy, just it's a matter of representation. Once if you know basic idea about directions, you just need to represent this. Once if you are going to represent, it is clearly mentioned in the question, village S with respect to village R. So when I look from R, village S is in which direction? Means southwest direction. Is it clear? Very simple. Now let us look at the next question. Y is to the east of X, which is to the north of Z. If P is to the south of Z, in which direction of Y is P? Already I have told you, whenever you have this type of statement, don't get confused. Whatever is going to come after of, using that you have to compare, yes or no? Whatever that is going to come after of, that is going to be your reference. Now if you observe, after of I got Y. Now Y is going to be my reference, which means from Y, P is going to be in which direction? That is our question. Okay. Now look here. It is clearly said Y is to the east of X. Y is to the east of X. Now let us say this is X. For X east, who is there? It seems Y. Y is to the east of X. Next, which is to the north of Z. Now observe here. Again, many of the students commit a mistake here. Which is to the north of Z means, which means who? Which means Y or X? Again, so many students will get a doubt here, whether to take Y or whether to take X. If you don't have a proper idea whether to take Y or X, then obviously you are going to lose mark here itself. Yes or no? Why means if you are representing wrong diagram, automatically you get wrong answer. That is the reason terminology is very important. Already we have discussed about this terminology. Yes or no? Whenever you come across terms like and, but, while. Whenever you come across terms like and, but, while. And, but, while is nothing but first person. Who, which. So whenever you come across who, which, already we have discussed this terminology earlier also. Whenever you come across who, which, you are supposed to take preceding person. Yes or no? And, but, while represent first person. And, but, while represent first person. So whenever you come across and, but, while, you will take it as first person. Whenever you come across who, which, you will take it as second person or preceding person. Any of them, it is going to be same. Is that clear? Now if it is like Y is to the east of X, and if this is and, then you will take first person. Or Y is to the east of X, but if this is but, again you will take it as Y. If it is while, again you will take it as Y. But if you are going to get who or which, then you are supposed to take preceding person. Now if you observe, you are getting which means you are supposed to take preceding person. Yes or no? So Y is to the east of X, which is means preceding person is who? X is. Is that clear? Very important terminology. If you does not know this terminology, automatically you are going to lose mark. That is the reason. Remember this. And, but, while represent first person means Y. Who which represents second person is nothing but X. Here we have which means second person. Is that clear? This terminology is very important. Already we have discussed about this terminology earlier also. Now look here, which is to the north of Z means X is to the north of Z. Look here, X is to the north of Z. X is to the north of Z. Next, if P is to the south of Z, P is to the south of Z. For Z is south, yes, for Z is south. Who is it? Seems P. P is to the south of Z. Our question is, in which direction of Y? Of Y is P. In which direction of Y means you need to take Y as reference. When you take Y as reference, when you look from Y, P is in which direction? This is our question, yes or no? Now if you observe, for Y, this is going to be south, this is going to be west. Now between southwest, so we can say answer is going to be southwest. Okay, so answer for this question will be southwest, which is option 4. Is it clear? Very, very simple. And this is the exact question that came in examination. Once if you does not know the terminology, obviously you are supposed to lose mark here. Once if you know terminology, then solving this question will be very simple. Remember, whenever you come across which, who, take preceding person, okay, which, who, and but while represent first person, okay, and already I have told you about this terminology, in which direction, with, in which direction, what is this? Y is to the east of, if P is to the south of Z, in which direction of Y is P? Of Y is P. So whenever you come across this type of terminology, I told you whatever that is going to come after of, you need to take that as reference. So in which direction of Y is P means you need to observe from Y, yes or no? So when you observe from Y, we can say P is in which direction means, so answer is going to be southwest direction. So when you observe from Y, P is going to be in which direction? Southwest direction. Is that clear? Very, very important and very simple. Let us look at the next question. Pole H is to the east of pole R and to the north of pole D, which is to the west of pole K. Pole K is in which direction with respect to pole R, which means from point R, that is from pole R, pole K is going to be in which direction? Observe here carefully. Pole H is to the east of pole R. Now let us say this is pole R. So pole H is east of pole R. So pole H is going to be east of pole R and to the north of pole D. Already I told you, and is nothing but first person, yes or no? Which means pole H to the north of pole D. Pole H is going to be to the north of pole D. Pole H is going to be north of pole D. Next, which is to the west of pole K, which means I told you, which is nothing but preceding person, which is nothing but D. D is to the west of pole K. D is to the west of pole K. For pole K, west is nothing but pole D. Okay, pole D is to the west of pole K. Now our question is, pole K is in which direction with respect to pole R? With respect to pole R, pole K is in which direction? Now this is our question, yes or no? Now this is our answer. Now what is this direction? Now if you observe here, this is going to be south, this is going to be east. So between southeast, so we can say answer for this question is going to be southeast direction. Okay, so answer is going to be southeast direction, option 4. Very, very simple. Just it's a matter of representing the diagram. Once if you are able to represent the diagram, then solving these type of questions is very, very, very easy. Okay, let us look at the next one. Town D is to the west of town M. Town R is to the south of town D. Town K is to the east of town R. Town K is towards which direction of town D? Which means town D is going to be my reference. Town D is going to be my reference. Now let us look. Town D is to the west of town M. So town D is going to be west of town M. So this is town M. For town M west is nothing but town D. Town D is to the west of town M. Town R is to the south of town D. For town D south is nothing but town R. Town R is to the south of town D. Town K is to the east of town R. Town K is to the east of town R. So town K is to the east of town R. Now our question is, town K is towards which direction of town D? Which means with respect to D, I need to know K is in which direction. Town K is towards which direction? Of town D. So I need to know what is this direction. Now observe carefully. This is south, this is east, yes or no? This is south, this is east. So between southeast, so we can say direction is nothing but southeast direction. Okay, so answer is going to be southeast direction. Very, very simple. These type of questions comes in examination. Whenever you have these type of questions, just you need to represent it properly. Once if you're able to represent, then automatically solving this type of questions will be very simple. If you're a serious aspirant and if you're looking for right platform to achieve your dream job, immediately download Chandan app. For more details, contact below numbers. Thank you. All the best.